Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to download and install Python on your computer. I will walk you through the process of installing Python on both Windows and macOS. There are several ways to install Python on a Windows machine. We can install it from the Python official website or from the Microsoft Store, or we can use Anaconda distributions to install Python. No matter which method you choose, you will be able to start using Python on your Windows machine just in a few steps. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get it directly from the Python website, since this involves manually selecting options and gives you more control over the installation process. Before installing Python, I want to check if I already have Python installed. Here, click on the search bar and simply type in CMD. Once command prompt appears in the search results, you can either press enter or click on command prompt. This opens up your command prompt. It is the default command line interpreter in Windows, and this text-based interface allows you to interact with your Windows operating system by typing commands. Now simply type in Python and then type in -- version. If you have Python installed, it will display the version of Python that you have, but here it says Python was not found. So first we will need to install Python. Alright, first open up your browser and head over to python.org to download the latest version of Python. You will see a button right here for downloads, and we can see it has already detected that we are on a Windows machine. Also, we can see the latest stable version available for download. Go ahead and download it. Now you have Python installer. Simply double click that. This opens up the installation wizard. The very important step in the installation process would be check the Add Python to Path option that you see here, because by default it is unchecked. This is really important because the concept of this approach is to add the path of the Python executable file to the path environment variable, so that it allows your computer to recognize and run Python commands and script from any directory without needing to specify the full path to the Python executable each time. And then basically just click to the installer prompt to install Python locally on your laptop. This looks like the setup was successful. Suppose you missed checking this option when you first installed Python. No need to worry. Click on Modify. The window will appear like this. Click Next till you get the Advanced Options window. Check the option titled Add Python to the path and then click Install. Now the path variable of your system has been updated. Alright, now we launch the command prompt just like we did before. Once again, we type in Python -- version, then hit enter. You should now see the version of Python that you just installed. Here I have Python 3.12.4. Let's close the command prompt and next go down to the search bar and type in Python. Here I can see Python 3 folder. Let's click on this. In here you'll find idle, the development environment that is standard part of official Python distribution. Let's click on Python idle. This opens up the Python terminal. Python idle is integrated development and learning environment. It's an integrated development environment for Python. Idle comes bundled with every Python installation. It's there to help you get started with the language right out of the box. First, we try a simple built-in function called print. I'm going to open the parentheses and insert double quotes. In Python, you can use either double quotes or single quotes. Both are valid and interchangeable for creating strings. Then type in my message, hello world, and then I close my quotes and parentheses. Let's hit enter and see the output. Yes, here we used print to output the string hello world to our screen. Alright, Python is an interpreted language, which means you don't need to compile your code before running it. There are other programming languages like Java, where you have to compile it first and then you can execute it. In idle terminal, we can type in commands one at a time, and Python responds with the result of each command. To write multiple lines of Python, we can click on File and then click on New File. This will open a new blank window where you can start typing your Python code. Here I'm gonna write simple addition, x equals 1, y equals 2, and then set to the result of adding x and y. Now I write a print statement to display the value of set, that is sum of x and y. We can go into more detail about defining variables later on. Now click Save to save your script. I save this file in my desktop and name it addition. In your script, you can run it by going to the Run menu and selecting Run module. When we run this code, we can see it will print the result to the screen. Just testing it out, I make some changes to the values and run the script again. Now the changes can be reflected in the results. Also, we can run the script from our command prompt. So open the command prompt and then we navigate to the directory where our Python script is located. We can use the cd command followed by the path to our script directory. As I saved my file on my desktop, I type in cd desktop and hit enter. When you are in the correct directory, you can run it by typing Python followed by the script file name. It is addition.py in this case. Hit enter to execute the script. In our first Python program, we used idle, and using idle is a great way to start learning and experimenting with Python. However, for a large project of lots of files, idle isn't great. It just has too few features and has no concept of a project. So moving from idle to a more advanced Python IDE is a good idea for improving development experience.